Hey, what's going on, investors? Welcome to another video, and today we are going to talk about DraftKings stock. And let me just say this before we start the video. Shout out to all my DraftKings investors, because today was a wonderful day for us. The stock was up about 7%, and for me, this is starting to signal a little bit of the bottom, in my opinion. It looks like DraftKings may finally be starting to see a little bit of a bottom. I have no idea why the stock was up today. I did all the research I could. I looked everywhere. All I saw was a bunch of downgrades, which made me think that somebody with a lot of money was buying the dip today. And I think that that's why DraftKings was going up, and that's good. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. So as many of you probably heard, maybe you haven't, but Caesars had a pretty bad earnings report. They did not meet analysts on expectations for a few of their metrics. However, they saved their stock by doing something very interesting. So Caesars, which is like the fourth place in terms of sports betting market share. You know, number one is probably FanDuel. Number two is DraftKings, which DraftKings will eventually be FanDuel. We know this. We're DraftKings investors. We know what it is. Three is BetMGM, and then four is Caesars. So Caesars announced today, which saved their stock because their stock tanked after their bad earnings report. But once the call started, Caesars said that they announced a cutback in sports betting spend. So they actually announced that they will be cutting back on their ad spending for their company. And this was something that Wall Street liked. It actually sent the stock up a little bit. But for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you, that draws a little bit of a red flag, because my question now is, well, how are you going to expand if you're not spending money on ad revenue? You need on ads, just TV ads and marketing. You need TV ads and marketing in order to bring in more customers. So that just didn't really make sense for me. And some people are saying that that's a bad sign for DraftKings, because obviously Wall Street was happy about the fact that Caesars took away the ad spending. But I think for a lot of us, we understand that this is something that these sports betting companies have to do. We've said this so many times. They are in the growing and expanding phase. So I thought that Caesars doing that was actually a little bit of a red flag. But that's just my opinion. I thought that that was a little bit of them waving the white flag. I think Caesars is saying, hey, we can't keep up with DraftKings and FanDuel, which are the two main leaders in the space. And so we're not even going to try. You know, the CEO said that we're happy with our results from our ad spend. Like, what? You're happy? There's still so much more of the market share to take. Like, it didn't make sense to me, but some people are defending it, so whatever. But I think the problem is with DraftKings and with the whole sports betting industry is Wall Street. Wall Street, the way that they're looking at it is so weird, and I really don't understand, because basically Wall Street sees ad spending. That's all they're looking at. They're not looking at, in my opinion, they're not looking at the future growth. They're not looking at how much revenue DraftKings is bringing in. They're just looking at the ad spending. And I think that that's the wrong way to look at this stock. And I actually think that DraftKings management has this correct more so than Wall Street. I think DraftKings management understands the forward outlook. And I think the key people got to understand too is DraftKings has already achieved profitability in 5 states. And DraftKings as a company anticipates that they will actually double that figure this year. And I also do want to say this too. DraftKings profitability is reliant on more states adopting legal sports betting. And we've said this plenty of times. As a matter of fact, I read something that basically said that California is on track to legalize sports betting by 2023, which I think they will. They're ran by Democrats. And, you know, most Democratic states are going to legalize sports betting because they want that tax revenue. I expect California to eventually do it, and that's going to be great for DraftKings. And this is what I've been saying this entire time. If you look at all of my videos on DraftKings, I've always said this. DraftKings is a wonderful business. It really is. It's a great company. The only thing that's stopping us is regulation. And once more and more states start to legalize sports betting, DraftKings is going to be a monster in the sports betting space. And that's honestly what I think. And after looking at Caesars' earnings call and pretty much what the CEO announced, that made me think that, okay, they've accepted that they can't compete with DraftKings. Now, some people are going to disagree. Some people are going to say that the CEO of DraftKings should follow suit and he should stop spending so much on ads. But I really disagree. I think DraftKings is doing the right thing. They're competing. They're taking more of that market share, and they're doing their thing, and I'm happy with it. So I'm a happy investor in DraftKings, and I think seeing that 7% up to the upside that we saw today in DraftKings is a good sign too. If we start to see an uptrend or reversal in DraftKings, that'll make me very bullish and really want to buy more shares, because once we start to see an uptrend and a reversal, that kind of shows that we were at the bottom. So I'm definitely going to be monitoring the stock tomorrow to see what happens and for the rest of the week, and hopefully this is the bottom, guys. I mean, we've been through a crazy journey with this stock. This stock went from like freaking $40 all the way to where it is now, and you know, a lot of us are still in the stock because we really believe in the future of the sports betting industry, and we really believe in this company. So, yeah, still a happy shareholder. Very nice to see what DraftKings did, and those are my thoughts. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.